talk sports, where we strip away the fluff and get straight to the heart of the game. From the hottest plays on the court to the controversies off it. We're breaking it all down with unfiltered takes and raw honesty. No sugarcoating, no holding back. Just real talk for real fans. Let's get into it.
Hey everybody, hey. This is your girl Keisha with Cut the Ish Real Talk Sports. We're gonna be talking about Angel Reese shattering his glass ceiling, becoming the first women's basketball player to land a solo endorsement with Victoria's Secret. And we also gonna be talking about Asia Wilson hitting that clinch jumper for the ages last night to make the Mercury cry. So y'all come on in the building. As I was just talking with Elle behind the scenes, a little A and big A don't never give us time to breathe. They always got something popping. What's going on? Elle?
What's good, my good sister? Hello, everybody. Look, they keep the foot on the gas. I'm not even mad at it, but you got to be a machine to even be able to be prepared to deal with these young ladies and what they're bringing off the court.
Yeah, I can't keep up. It's like, okay. So y'all want me in the middle of the day. All right then. I'm gonna start doing some middle of the day lunch confessions and takes and it gonna be quick and painless, but at least I've been and got it out. Y'all come on in the chat. Hey, I see y'all in the chat, Miss D, Felicia, Brian Lewis, June Brown, Ready Milk Away. I hope y'all can hang out with me on your lunchtime.
It's
AL
lunchbox.
504. It's lunchbox time. That might be what I call this last session. Hey man. L say, oh yeah, jump on there with you. I want to talk
Mhm.
about your girl.
Look, this is just a little preview to our show on off the court, but my girl got to get it in, and when she come calling, I got to answer. So here
Man,
we are.
we should have knew something was going on there because
She just
Angel
didn't give us
been
a
dropping
date.
hits.
We knew it was coming. We knew it
Yeah,
was coming.
she been dropping hits. I think I was live on like the Players Club looking at my phone and Brooklyn was like, what you doing? I say, Angel out here with these emojis. I'm getting too old for these. What does these emojis mean? He was like, I don't know, girl. But
I know.
she was out there with a time clock, a heart, I think she put,
Hmm.
and something else. And I was like, what? I thought it had something to do with Unrivaled, but no.
No, you know what? I didn't think it was Unrivaled because I don't think it's no shade to Unrivaled. Y'all know I love Unrivaled, but I knew it was
Right.
something massive when she talked about life changing her life, the trajectory of her life. I knew
I
it had
got
something
you.
to do with Victoria's Secret, but I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Like you can only guess because something that monumental, I knew it was going to be bigger than like people were speculating that it was going to be either Victoria's Secret or
Hmm.
something like a brand partnership. And I was like, when you use the language of life changing, not to say that brand deals aren't life changing or can't be life changing, but I knew it had to be something bigger than just like another collaboration by way of a brand deal. The Victoria's Secret platform is global, right? Just
Right,
like
right.
Vogue, like the Met Gala, it's global. But this has such a far reach and expansion. So I knew it had to be something other than a brand partnership. And just online, people were speculating, and Victoria's Secret was one of those. For me, it just made sense that it would be Victoria's Secret. Still surprised and excited because now we know for sure,
Hmm.
but it just it makes a whole lot of sense. And I can get into the whys as we dip more into the conversation, but that's just my initial thoughts. I was like, yeah, okay, she dropping, and she couldn't say anything, but
Right.
I'm freaking excited for her. I'm
I,
so excited for her.
I am freaking excited too. I know the initial things I kind of like pull. I'm gonna pull up article, but I kind of pulled that it's like a multi-year deal with Victoria's Secret
Mm-hmm,
that
mm-hmm,
includes equity.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Um,
mm-hmm.
so
And
the
y'all got a
complete
little,
details is not out because we
yep,
got to do our research. We're gonna do that on off the court, but
yeah.
that is just that. L.
Keisha, I can say this before we get into anything else. And like I said, we'll do a deeper dive. But coming from a former limited brands and Victoria's Secret executive, I worked my way up in Victoria's Secrets. I started as a temp for limited brands,
Okay,
complete
okay.
career change. But I knew the value of being able to land a gig with that whole conglomerate under Les Wexner at the time was going to be career changing for me, and it was. So I left where I was, took on a temp job. Some people was like, why would you do that? You got kids, that's crazy. But I had faith in the process, and it worked for
Mm-hmm.
me, and I ended up becoming, working my way up to be a Victoria's Secret executive in the marketing department. So I have worked with the likes of Ed Razik and his son Scott Razik, who was hands on with the Victoria's Secret fashion show. Yes, it's been decades since I've been there, but the culture, the experience, the process. So that's why this is, I'm sharing this not because it's about me, but because I have some insight. You got a little bit of insider insight into this has never happened before. When you start
Mm-hmm.
talking about equity and all of this has never happened. The only other person we've really seen with that type of touch, that Midas touch with this brand has been Tyra Banks. And
Right,
I think
right, right.
has happened, what is happening with Angel even supersedes that, and the fact that she's the first professional athlete to be signed to Victoria's Secret. That's bigger than signing with any agency, any entertainment house, because it is a global stamp. Like this is putting everyone on notice. She's done Vogue, she's been on the cover of Vogue, she Met Gala, all of those things. But this skyrockets her into a stratosphere that can ever. I said it on Threads. This is something that professors, intellectual minds, scholars will be teaching about, should be teaching and lecturing about for centuries to come on personal branding and sports
Mm-hmm.
marketing. We haven't seen anything like this at all.
No,
So
I'm
I,
gonna
I,
say, look,
I'm
we
excited,
go,
y'all. If y'all can't tell,
we gonna
this
get
my
in. Look,
wheelhouse.
we're gonna get into the article, but I think Angel Reese, she's such a marketable female athlete,
Yeah.
and for it to not only be a sponsorship but also be like a partnership, just shows you how she's trying to rebrand what the female athlete can accomplish.
And I wanted to,
So,
it's not even a sponsorship, Keisha. That's something that, see, that's what I was talking about. Like when you have
mhm,
sponsorships, so this is a partnership. So it
yeah,
changes the trajectory. Even like what, we'll get into it later, but even the Juicy Couture, that's a partnership. Like she's
hmm,
coming for not only a seat at the table, she's coming for a piece of the pie. And I think part of the reason why people are so astonished and we keep talking about Angel and the moves that she's making across the internet is, one, obviously because we haven't seen anything done like this before, especially from a female athlete, but also because people, like, we don't talk about it a lot, but she's only 23.
right, hmm, I know,
Who had at 23? Who has the wherewithal to be this business savvy? And yes, you got to have the right team, but Angel is the head of the beast on this. Make no mistake about it. The young lady knows what she wants. She knows what she's doing. She's got great advisors and a team that is helping her to see her dreams come to fruition. And it just, and she's able to do all of these things by still being her. She doesn't have to code switch. She doesn't have to pretend to be something or someone she's not. She's being herself authentically. And I think this is just, inspiring for anyone of any age. Like, go after what you want. Yes, you
right,
got to do the work. Yeah, it requires work. But if you
it
are
does.
committed to the dream and the vision and you're committed to the work, there's no limit to what you can do. None.
No, I agree because I'm like, all you got to do is just do the work and don't worry about what people say you can't do. Don't even pay them no never. mind. Don't even pay them no never mind. But hold on, we're gonna go through a little bit of this article that people put out. It starts off. I'm a skip through a little bit so I don't read the whole thing to y'all. But it starts off saying Angel Reese could not stop smiling after landing coveted gig to walk Victoria's Secret fashion show runway. It goes in to saying need to know Angel Reese is set to walk in the Victoria's Secret fashion show on October 15th. So mark your calendars on that. Hold on one second. Thank you, Brian Allen Hines, for the $2 super chat. Hold on one second, y'all. I got a new thing to celebrate. Let's see if did I put it in here? Heck to the double. No. That's all right. Never mind. I need to get on it. Here we go. Thank you, Brian Allen Hines, for the $2 super chat. Hey, and also, guys, hit the like button. And if you haven't subscribed to Cut the Israel Talk Sport, please subscribe to me and also subscribe to my co-host L and KL Media. L,
You
don't
know
make
what?
me
You're fired. KL
don't
Jones Media.
KL Jones Media. Don't make because I always forget stuff. My brain be going to the left. I just call her L. Never mind.
Right.
But
Just go to L's channel.
just go to L channel. Y'all know. But anyway, this also says this will be an unforgettable night. So y'all mark your calendars. October 15th is where she is gonna walk. Um, Angel said, I literally could not stop smiling. Reese tells people on when she got the news. It's such a surreal and full circle moment. Just last year, I was in the audience manifesting being on that runway, completely inspired and in awe of all the powerful women walking down the runway. And now I get to return as an angel. This will be an unforgettable night that I'll forever be grateful for. I hope I can inspire women and girls everywhere and remind them that we can dominate in our field, but also chase our goals outside of it. And for me, that's getting to walk down fashion and entertainment's most iconic runway. Hey, man. That is powerful. Let's see. She also says it's all about confidence. She explains, I've been training for both basketball and the fashion show these last couple of weeks, and I'm ready to swap my Angel Reese ones for heels on Wednesday night. Hey, L, we can do it all, right? We
We can
women.
do this is the genesis of what I talk to women about regardless of age. Y'all know I'm about to celebrate my 54th birthday on the 19th of this month. So this is a birthday treat for me with Angel walking in the Victoria's Secret fashion show. I'm excited. But too many times women are put into a box, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or we're told, don't, I know my personal experience has been, you doing too much. I don't know how
Right?
many of y'all can relate. You doing too much. Keisha, even with all the shows that you're doing, like your body catches up to you. But when you know you have been called to do a thing, you know that you're graced to do a thing. No one said that the journey was going to be easy. No one said that the work was going to be easy. But when you have a calling on your life to do things, God gifted us with many gifts. He didn't give us just one thing to do. Angel is gifted, a talented basketball player who puts in the work to take her talents and her gifts to the next level. But her brand, her being, her existence doesn't end and begin on the basketball court. So I'm glad that she said that because, and I'm glad you pointed that out, Keisha, and I think it was June that said in the chat, like Angel has said there are so many beautiful women in the league. She is truly, June, like you said, giving them the blueprint to show them that there is life beyond the court. And you can do it now. You don't have to wait until you're retired. We talk often on these platforms about the window of a career for most women in professional sports, especially basketball, is a really short one compared to the men, right? Diana
Mm-hmm.
Taurasi is like the unicorn in that case. But, and yes, there are other women who have had long careers, but when we look at their longevity as a whole, it's a really short window. And then you factor in injuries. Pause. Can we even talk about that for a second? This is a
Go
young
ahead.
lady who has finished her freshman, not her freshman, her rookie and her sophomore season, and even her unrivaled season with injuries.
Hmm.
What if those would have been career-ending injuries, and she only focused on basketball and didn't focus on
Mm.
diversifying her brand? You understand what I'm
Mm.
saying?
I completely understand where you coming from. You can't. You got my mom always said it's better to have multiple sources of income than just one.
Yes, millionaires teach you that. Billionaires teach you that. You need to have, at the bare minimum, you need to have at least 7 different streams of income. Why should it be different for athletes?
Hmm.
Nobody blinks an eye when LeBron, announces that he got a whole production company. They got another film coming out. They got a new show coming out called 106 in Sports.
They
Remember
do.
106 in Park? Yeah. Remember
Yeah, I
106 in
remember.
Park on BET? Yeah,
I
LeBron
tell
and
you.
his boy Mav, they have a new show coming out on BET called 106 in Sports, and it's with Cam Newton, and I forget the young lady's name that are co-hosting.
Okay. Okay.
Nobody is
So
telling LeBron he need to just focus on basketball.
no,
Well, we did
no.
have that one lady say just dribble the ball, but you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like
you know.
he got a
Yeah, but
partnership with Hennessy now. Like he has a school.
most people don't bat an eye.
No,
Me and them.
Shaq. Look at who her mentor is. Shaq was out there rapping
He
back in
was.
the day.
He was. I remember them songs.
During the
Shout
pandemic,
out,
even though he wasn't playing basketball no more, but he was still an analyst. During the pandemic, Shaq was DJing. Who knew?
shout out to Shaq, man.
Shout out to Shaq.
Shaq be trying to make money in any means necessary, man.
Hmm. Yep.
But look, you
She's
could
she's
do.
setting her family and her future up for generational wealth, success, and legacy. And I'm here for it. Especially as
Hmm.
a young Black woman, I'm here for it.
Yes, I mean, look,
And
let
then
me tell
she's
you
able
something.
to leverage social media. That's something that we didn't have when we were in our 20s. She
No,
truly is. I'm telling you, if y'all gonna make me go back to, like, I don't want to become a professor, but
right?
I put it out there now. All these colleges, y'all, I am available, for hire as a consultant. I'll come in and teach on some marketing and branding classes. But this is a case study waiting to be happen. I'm talking about at the Ivy League level. I would love to even see HBCUs teaching on this. This is something that needs to be happening now because it's happening in real time. It's
Yes,
happening in real time. Don't wait until she's 50 years old or gone before you start teaching it. Like, we get the gift of seeing something like this happen in real time.
and
And it's
look,
to be celebrated. Yeah.
and like you say, my walk will be confident. Angel says, but inside, I know I'll definitely be freaking out with excitement, y'all.
But Keisha, as mothers, we know that's just like we talk about the business savvy of her and how mature she is and the boss move that she's making and all of that. That
Uh huh.
comment right there still lets us know that's just a little girl inside that is, she's confident, but she's grateful. She has so much
Right.
gratitude for the experience
Yes.
that she's
And
literally living her dreams.
being the first female athlete
Ever.
ever
Ever, y'all. Ever.
to walk in this show is just I don't
One
yeah.
of my last responsibilities when I worked in the marketing department at Victoria's Secret was the Victoria's Secret fashion show. And we flew to New York, and there we had a war room. You don't believe me? Y'all know I'm from Columbus, Ohio. The headquarters is based in Reynoldsburg, Ohio. I literally lived, my house was 5 minutes from the office. I'm telling you what I know. This is a major, y'all. Major. They don't just look at all of the celebrities, tall women. Look at all the women who have been in the W, who are
Yes.
gorgeous women that are feminine, right? They fit the look, the bill for what a Victoria's Secret
Especially
model and
tall
Angel
women,
would be.
you know. Yeah.
Tall women, and no one before now had they ever pegged for this. No one. And that's not shade to those women. It just shows where we're at and what's possible, but also don't make no mistake about it. This didn't just fall in Angel's lap. This is because of the work that she does on and off the court. This is because of the brand and the platform that she continues to build. She has earned this.
Hold on, we're gonna go through a couple of the tweets, and then we're gonna talk. Look, I also got a hater tweet too for you, L. You ain't gonna you ain't gonna believe
Girl,
it.
the
Hold
day
on.
wouldn't be long if it wasn't at least one.
we got to finish up the tea before we get to Asia. You know, but let me go through a couple of these. Let me just go through pause this and show this to you. I think this is just a promo. I love it, y'all. I love it, y'all.
Keisha, that wingspan part,
Right.
bomb.
Yeah, I love
Genius.
it, y'all. I love it. Hold on, let me get the money. Hold on 1 second. Let me see if I can get this thing to work. Okay, here we go. All right. Thank you, Felicia Daniels for the $5 super chat. Keisha, can you check? You have a video to send you unless you have it. Manifest video. It won't let me send you a message. Look in comments. Okay, I'll look in comments. I have to go up. Hold on, let me go back up here. Yeah, that Wingspan and Angel. Look, this is your marketing dream right here.
That's why I'm so excited, y'all.
Yeah, it's your marketing dream right here.
This is my
Oh,
marketing dream, baby. Sports,
this is
culture, fashion, beauty. Yes, I'm here for it all.
so gorgeous, man.
She's stunning. I feel like a
Gorgeous.
proud mother,
Just
right? Like
gorgeous.
you just she's stunning.
Yeah, just gorgeous, man. I don't care what nobody say. They can say all that stuff they want to say. Let me see if I can go find Felicia Daniel. Oh, it probably won't. Yeah, it probably won't go through. But I'm gonna try to find it, Felicia. Look, sometimes it don't let you drop links, Felicia, in the
Or tell her,
chat.
is it something like where she can tell you the source and then you can go directly to it and try to pull it up that way?
Oh yeah, put in the chat what website is on, right? Like if you know the name of the website, I can go Google it. Yeah, man. Look, this is gorgeous, man. Hold on, I think they got
Play
some
that
more on
promo
here.
again, Keisha.
You want me
That's
to
so
play the
fire. You can't
promo
do it
again?
just one time. You can't
You
do it
so
just one time. You
crazy. Here we
know
go.
I'm listen, I eat this for breakfast. Go on now.
Hold on, let me turn the volume up back up. Okay. Oh no, it's still off. Where is the damn volume button? There it is. You turn yourself off a little crazy. There we go. Shout out to the tall girlies.
The
I'm
tall
telling you.
girlies in the house. Look, Angel is a VS angel. Let me tell you how significant this is for
Okay.
young girls. Can you hear me?
I'm here.
It's significant for the women in the W, but it's also significant for young girls. Y'all know I talk a lot about my kids because I'm a very proud mom. I have two daughters and a son. All of them are very tall. But my middle child, her name is Aaliyah. She ain't a child no more. She got three babies of her own. She's the tallest of my children, and she experienced a growth spurt right around when she was about 11 or 12. So at the time, my oldest daughter, Ayana, she was very tall for her age. And then Aaliyah, they're 3 years apart. Aaliyah experienced a growth spurt like out of this world, to the point where every time we would go somewhere, we would get one of two things: who she played for, or does she model? Like, we heard that her whole life. And the challenge that we had was, yes, while there were a lot of young girls that were tall, there was no one that was a public figure or an athlete or a celebrity that she could relate to, right? Being a young girl in her preteens. Trying to find her, we would take her to the store, and she loved Juicy Couture and she'd want to wear the velour suits, but we always had the problem that we couldn't find pants that would fit her because she was so tall. Like, the pants were high waters on her. So then I'd
Mm-hmm.
have to get online. Like, we even started working on a tween brand for her called In Between, TWEEN, which was going to be her denim line. Because we just were having a challenge, and that messed with her confidence so much. So can you imagine all of the young girls who are tall? Like, they had their dad and his wife have a daughter, and so it's my daughter's younger sister, and she's a freshman in high school, and she is tall. Their dad is 6'7".
Mm-hmm.
She's tall. And when you no one talks about, like, when you go through those growth spurts and you're the tallest in your class and you're the tallest among your friends, and you have a hard time feeling like you fit in or finding clothes to fit, the impact that that has on a young girl's confidence. So Angel doing these things, it's so monumental for the little girls like my Aaliyah, or their sister, their baby sister, or all the other young girls who are struggling with their confidence because of their height, because they feel like, excuse me, because they feel like they don't fit in.
Mm-hmm.
This
Mm-hmm.
is, it's bigger than Angel. And that's why I'm like, the haters, you can't screw them, quite frankly, because it's so, their limited minds, that their pride, their ego, their insecurities, it all comes out. And this young woman is doing something that will have an impact on generations to come. To me, it's just that monumental.
And L, she
Hmm.
had posted on Twitter, manifesting all great things on 5th of November 2024 via IG stories. Angel said, I'm going to walk in a Victoria's Secret fashion show. Mark my words.
What year
And
was that?
now she said that on her Instagram, 5th of November in 2024.
Mm, mm, mm,
Yes.
mm, mm, mm.
That's why you gotta say
Life
what
and
you're
death
gonna
is
do,
in the
Angel.
power and the tongue. Your tongue is
Power in his
powerful.
That's what they tell you all the time.
Hmm.
You be thinking your mama crazy, but she not
She not
crazy.
crazy.
Man, oh, I noticed something. Of course, we can't end without a hater because this cut the ish, and we gotta talk about some of that ish that be going on, y'all. Ah, my boy the ball be pulling up all the ish. You know the ball.
He gonna find it, honey. He gonna find it.
uh, this lady, Antonina Koso, said never walk the runway, but gets to walk the Victoria's Secret fashion show. With that logic, high fashion models should be able to play for the WNBA finals, right? Some people thought it was a troll, but no, they went to her account. She is an actual model throwing shade.
She's a hater. Because here's the thing. Angel didn't have to go through what she had to go through to become a model. Like, there's an ugly side to the business too.
Yes,
And I'll just leave that there. Read between the lines.
of course there is. We all know it.
Okay?
There's a
Read
and she
between the lines.
and she's kind of saying, look, you jumped a couple of steps, Angel, and but the answer is this, Antonina, however you say your name. No, you can't do what she do on the court. I'm sorry. She is a jack of all trades, hell. But it's funny. It's funny to see real models actually taking the time out
Mm-hmm.
to throw shade.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't. I look. I was like, okay, is he? Is she really a model? And I went and looked up. I said, okay.
I,
Like,
I
why
I
would?
need to check in on her, but I got something to say. Hold on.
Okay. Oh, look, Al is over there trying to look. I'm over here looking on. Yeah, I mean, unless it's a fake account, I don't know, but it looked like that's what she is, y'all. Hey, I'm
So
gonna
I
say
don't know how long.
allegedly.
I don't know how long she's allegedly been. She's a Victoria's Secret model, or she just a model.
No, I think she's just a model.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
I think she's just a
herein
model.
lies the thing. You mad because you're not a VS model? Boom. One. Two, you didn't say, did you have anything to say when Victoria's Secret was doing the paraplegic models? That they're not models. They had folks who were paraplegic walking in their show, or not walking in their show, but a
She
part of their
didn't.
Victoria's Secret show. Where's the
No,
outrage? Is it because she's black?
it might be just hater.
It could
because
be a number
because
of things. But
because
why
that
you mad?
show.
Because you're a model and that's your career. You're mad that we're not talking about somebody off the street, even though that has happened before, not often, but it happens. But you mad because someone who already has a platform, who already has a skill set, who obviously it's not just because she's tall, she's gorgeous, she's marketable, she's a fashion icon. She's been like, what you really mad about? The
Can
only
we
thing
all
that I
just
could
get
surmise is
along?
that you salty because you not one. And if you are one, if you have been one, you done broke the code.
And the thing about it is, we get that it's a highly coveted show, but baby, just congratulate and keep working. You can't be, don't be out here throwing shade, player. That's not gonna help you in your career.
No, it's not. It's not. Especially not that. I'm telling you, modeling, being a model, that industry, the fashion industry, it's a beast all on its own. And so the fact that as a woman, regardless of nationality or ethnicity, you took an opportunity to try to
hmm
diminish someone's shine with the level of excitement that that's around it, it speaks volumes about you and your character. And it
No,
tells me a lot about your career.
yeah, I'm gonna pray for you, baby girl. It's gonna be okay. I understand that it's hard out here for a pimp. I get it. But but your fangs are showing, and we not here for it. We gonna celebrate our baby girl, but hey, man, Victoria's Secret. So I'm gonna have to go and set the record for October 15th. No, I know I know Angel L. She was. It was hard for her to contain this long. How does she contain all this news, L?
Listen, it's a gift, okay? Because again, it just you want to. I know she had I forget what I was watching. I don't know if it was maybe on her Snapchat. It was something. No, it was her podcast, and she was
hmm
saying how sometimes having to keep something close to the vest like this, and she said sometimes I don't even tell my mom, like my mom doesn't know what's going on until it's happening. Can you imagine, like, one of the biggest things to happen for you in your career up to this point, in your life up to this point? You got to hold so close to the vest, especially at a time when you are being overlooked in the career that you get paid for, that you're
Mm.
as passionate about. being snubbed off of the, the all defensive first and second
Team.
team, you know, dealing with feelings of betrayal and backlash and retaliation from your own organization that you have poured your all into, like at a time when all of those things are happening, you have something so monumental happen and you got to hold it close to the vest. Like that takes a lot of discipline because I'm
It take
sure
because
she
I
wanted
probably
to
been to
just
cuss you
spill the
out.
tea. And
Yeah, I've
even
been
when
to
she
cuss
was
you
like
out.
giving clues, right? Like, oh, something is happening, a big announcement is happening in the next few days. And the next few days came and went and we still didn't hear anything. Like she probably was like, can please hurry up so I can share. But we see why it had to be that way. Victoria's Secret is top notch. And again, it's a great organization. I know they've had some drama
Yeah,
surrounding the Victoria's Secret fashion show in particular in years past, but it truly is a phenomenal organization to be a part of. It's unlike anything that I've experienced in my career. And I'm just really excited for her. Like it,
I
forget the
am.
haters and all of that. Like you said, pray for the it just is it's disheartening when something like that comes from someone who otherwise should be embracing her.
Should be. But you know,
But
and
it is
then
what it is.
and Professor Joe knows she ain't, Professor Golden knows she didn't make any of the defensive team. The WNBA only have two defensive team. They don't have three. And no, we talked about that yesterday when I was live. No, she didn't because a team is so bad. You know how these voters are. They're not gonna vote a player. Same thing because I thought Sanaya Rivers was really good this
Mm-hmm.
year too defensively. But
Mm-hmm. She was smart.
because they are on losing teams, you're not gonna get
And that's
put up for those type
problematic,
of
Keisha.
awards.
That's
Yeah,
that's problematic because we're talking about an individual award, but you're focusing on the organization as a whole. And there was
yeah,
one media person who, and I don't know who it was, but I saw it shared online, and she shared why she didn't vote for Angel, and it was because of the number of games that she missed, right?
right,
So then the internet comes with the receipts ready. And
right.
see what I did there. And they were like, okay, well, if that's the only reason why you didn't vote for her, then let's make it make sense. Because Brianna Stewart missed, who made second team, missed more games than Angel did.
She did.
So then it just goes back to like, what's the real issue? It's and I don't want to hear about, oh, because of the organization she's with and having losing team. Unless you are blind and deaf, we all have seen what has been happening with the Chicago Sky organization.
We have. You know they don't care. You know they just
You
like
can't
messing.
punish her for that.
You
You
know
just
how these
can't.
people look like Bro Clubby said. You know how these people are. but
You have someone who's leading in so many categories and they don't even make second team, let alone first team.
it's a travesty to me. But hey, uh, until they change some of these voters,
Hmm.
you know, which I feel that change is coming, because some people have started to lose their rights to vote, as we
Yeah.
have seen, because
Yeah.
of because people can clearly see some of their bias.
Yeah.
A couple of them have already got exposed. So I think it's going to be a long, slow process. But yeah, the team being bad hurt. It hurts. It hurts her. It hurts. And it's supposed to be an individual award, but it's not. It's
Yeah.
based on team success. So yeah, I want to say congratulations to Angel. We got out the way, little A. We gonna get to big A. Y'all hit the like button. Y'all hit the like button because Big A was running around last night
Putting on a master class on the court.
in Game 3 of the WNBA Finals. I mean, the clock was winding down. The Mercury was trying to mount a comeback, y'all.
They were
And
this close.
and Asia Wilson said, "You know what? I ain't got time for all of this. All of y'all get up out the way, uh, because I don't want these girls thinking they got a chance when they don't. Here
She
we
just
go. Let me
rained on
play
that
it.
parade. She rained
She
on that
rained.
parade.
Wilson on the drive. The fade. You bet. You bet. Asia Wilson with .1 to go puts the Aces in front by 2. Tied at 88.
One more time.
Gray gets it in. Wilson on the drive. The fade. You bet. You bet. Asia Wilson with .1 to go puts the Aces in front by 2.
She ought to be ashamed of herself for
She went
doing
out
that to
there and
them.
bullied them.
But hold on, let me tell y'all about Mama said this is an iconic shot. Y'all look at that.
That's nasty.
2.2 on the clock. Look, in Asia stat last night, 34 points, 14 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 blocks to send the Mercury home with a loss in game 3 in their building. With all they fans, like, what the hell?
You know what it reminded me of? Last season, with the Sky versus the Aces, and Kennedy came in blazing. She was hitting threes and all that stuff, and the Sky was up. And then here come Asia with the inbound. They had, who did they have? I think they had Kennedy inbound. Who did they have inbound the ball to Angel? Or maybe they
Ah,
had, was it who inbounded the ball? It was a close game like this, and here come Asia.
yeah, I know what you're talking about. That was that heartbreaking loss against the Aces.
Yes.
I want to say it
Yes.
was Chelsea Gray.
Who
Inbound,
inbounded the ball? It
and she threw it
was it
straight to
Chelsea?
Asia, and
Yes.
Asia was at the rim. It was a perfect pass, and
Perfect pass.
Asia just be breaking people
Breaking
hearts,
hearts.
y'all.
Listen, she's a heartbreaker. Heartbreaker
But
A. Look,
hey, man, look, the
I
Mercury
said
are
she didn't
down
have to do them folks like
0-3.
that in their own house. She did not have to do them. I mean, it all but looked like the Mercury was going to pull off, at least go into overtime.
Overtime. But no,
Asia said, I'm tired. Ain't going to be no OT tonight.
Asia said, I'm through with this. But hold on. I do want to show you what Mama had to say. Mama was so hyped.
Mama was talking that talk last night.
Yeah, yeah. And I've never really heard her mama talk, but I was like, okay, Miss Mama.
She her
I'm feeling
daddy
great.
twin, though.
Your baby girl hit
I'm
the
feeling great.
game-winning shot.
On top of
Game-winning shot. That's why she is the MVP.
I'm feeling great.
Your baby girl hit
I'm
the
feeling great.
game-winning shot.
On top of
Game-winning shot. That's why she is the MVP.
And is.
Can I
Yeah.
just say, she looks just like her dad. She looks
Her
a lot
daddy's
like that.
twin, baby.
Yeah, that's her
She
daddy's
is her
dad.
daddy's
He
twin.
he could
Mama just
not.
carried her.
Yeah, yeah. Baby, Mama say, look, that's why. Look, I'm tired of y'all. Y'all better put some respect on my baby name, y'all. And
Let me
then,
tell you, I love me the Wilson clan, okay? Cause Mama been active on threads, but Daddy done entered the chat yesterday. He
yeah, yeah,
on
yeah.
threads now.
Oh, is he?
Yes, honey, and they be engaging. They be having a whole lot to say. So I love it. I'm here for it.
And this is all the responses last night. Game time, go behavior. People was going crazy. And I fired 3 seconds
You gotta
ago.
send that to me, Keisha. Send me that.
Craziness. I will. It was like craziness. It's like Asia, man. I don't know, y'all.
We haven't,
Look,
so in the same way that we haven't seen the likes of a brand, an athlete like Angel and the business moves that she's making, the things that she's doing on the court and off the court, we haven't seen this type of play, talent, physicality than we see in Asia. Like she truly is GOAT status. I don't care what nobody says. You can not like her,
That was
and I'm
my next question.
yeah.
Is she the GOAT?
I would say arguably she is. People would have a hard time. They would be pressed to show that she's not the GOAT. But
Yeah, man.
I I think she's the GOAT of the game today,
Uh-huh.
right? I think that's a fair assessment. She's
She
the GOAT
she close she
of the
close to
game
her third
today.
championship.
Yeah, she's broken so many records. I think if we're looking at the game today, she definitely is the GOAT. If we're looking at the Cheryl Swoops and the Lisa Leslies and the Teresa Weatherspoons and the Cappy Pondexters, like she's by the time it's all said and done, her name
Mm-hmm.
is on she's on the Mount Rushmore of GOATs
Mm-hmm.
for sure. If she stopped playing today, she's she's there.
Yeah. It's like, oh man, I hate, that's a hard, it's so hard to just go and crown her, but I mean, four
It's hard. It is hard
MVPs.
because of the. It's hard because of those who came before her, who
Correct. And I
were
got so much
dominant,
respect for
right?
those women. Yes.
So much
Yes.
respect for those women, but that's why I framed it the way that I did, and saying if we're looking at the game today, she arguably is the GOAT. Right? But if we're looking
Mm,
at the game as a whole, yes, with much respect to the GOATs of years past, the legends of
right.
and many of them are calling her that. They're talking highly of her game. And so it's certainly out of respect, but I think by the time it's all said and done, she undeniably will be at the top of that GOAT conversation as cemented. She has cemented herself because who's doing what she's doing? Really. There's only one other person that I can think of that holds her under her numbers,
Uh-huh. Right.
you know, under
Look,
her averages. So we talking about a
hey
league of a
man,
hundred and how many women? What is it? How many women in the league right now?
I think it's,
Is
I
it
used to
one?
say 144, but now they say that it's a little bit more than that with the expansion fee. So maybe 156,
Yeah.
maybe
Like
up
you don't
there.
become a four-time MVP, defensive player of the year, on the road to what, your fourth championship. um
No, this will be a
that's
third championship
I'm sorry,
on the
third
road to.
championship.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's GOAT status. You can't deny like you can't argue that. Men and
I
women tell
know.
lies, but numbers don't.
Yeah,
Numbers
man. I
don't. And we're
mean,
seeing it. And I think you have to be careful. I think part of the reason why it's so hard to really land on that, oh, she's absolutely the GOAT, is because we are watching something in real time that we haven't
mm-hmm,
seen before.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And again, like you said, with respect to those who have come before her, who have cemented themselves as GOATs, absolutely. The game is much different now, though. That's why I keep saying, like, if we're looking at the game today, it's a much different game today.
It is. And I don't think anybody has done four MVPs, three championships, and the kind of run that she's on in the last 4 or 5 years. I don't remember ever seeing. L, you correct me if I'm wrong,
At the top of mind, no, I can't
because
come
I
up with
know
one.
Maya Moore was going to the championship like pretty much every other year,
Hmm.
but she wasn't winning MVPs.
We'll come back after we do the research because
I
we
got.
ain't gonna never speak,
Yeah, look, I'm gonna
without
think
facts.
about it, but you know how it's hard for me. Look, I don't like to give you the goat status, but hey, player, Bro Claude already calling her the goat.
I'm going to call her the GOAT today, right? Like
Okay,
again, and I
okay,
hope people are hearing me. She's the GOAT of the game right now, today. in the
Hmm.
league. She's undeniably the GOAT.
And Professor Golder is right. I mean, Maya went to the final 7 times. He said,
That's
and she won.
insane.
And she won four.
And she won
Dang.
4. So is she Maya Moore status? No. But if we gonna do the Mount Rushmore, she up there with Maya. She's making her way up there, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
again, it's like Maya dominant. We didn't see the likes of anything like Maya when Maya was playing. And we
right.
haven't seen anything the likes of Maya since Maya left until Asia
You
Wilson.
you're correct. You're correct. That's why. And Maya, I don't know what we would have got from Maya had she had continued playing. You
Right.
know, she left the game to do something very, very important, help her husband
Mm-hmm.
fight his case, which was very, very important.
Mm-hmm.
But um, but her first years in the league
Wasn't
was
nothing like
something
it.
nobody had ever seen. So
Yeah. Yeah. And
now
I feel
now
like
we
we're
got
seeing
Asia
that.
Wilson.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And the scary thing, Keisha, is that she still has room to grow. Like there are
yeah,
still things that she can add to her game that will just, and again, this is taking nothing away from her as it stands as she is today. But she talks about even adding it. She talked about, they shared a little, it wasn't a clip, but they were speaking audibly during one of the breaks. Ryan and Lobo were, and Ryan talked about, or it might have been Rebecca, one of the two, but they talked about how Asia had shared with Holly, like the elevation of her game and what we're seeing even in this season, she attributes to her off-season work, and how in this off-season in particular, her and Bam have been working together, and they really help each other on their games. And there's nothing like iron sharpening iron, right? Like
yeah.
when you, and that's why her off-season is hers. She doesn't get involved in other organized leagues or basketball or playing overseas or anything like that, because that's her time to reset. It's her time to spend with her family and her loved ones, but it's also her time to train and make sure that her body is, like, we're not seeing for what she has done thus far, we don't even see any semblance of her body breaking down right now. When somebody
Right.
goes
Yeah.
that hard, you start to see glimpses of breakdowns in their body. We're not even seeing that. She just looks like a well-oiled machine for the most part. And I feel like, next season, there's no telling what we're going to see from her.
I agree. But hey, I'm hoping y'all had a good lunch hour with
Right.
my little A and my
Lunch
big
bites.
A. Big things popping for both women. Two big stories. I
Yes.
know game 4 is coming up for the Mercury. Mercury, y'all don't have no answer for Big A.
And then if Satu is out, I saw some people say last night Satu was holding them back. I don't know that I 100% agree with that, but
Yeah,
prayers for her. I would imagine she's probably going to be on, just from the looks of the replay and how her neck kind of went. I would imagine she's probably going to be on concussion protocol.
yeah. Stephen Love said we gonna I'm gonna read this and then we're gonna get out of here. He said Asia is the current GOAT, the current face of the WNBA and everything else. She's the MVP, DP, Defensive Player of the Year. She is who she thinks she is and more. Hey, you ain't got
I
no
ain't
qualms
arguing
with
with you,
me.
Steven.
I ain't arguing with you, Stephen. I love me some Big A.
Love me some big A and little A. Listen.
And hey, but congratulations to both of them. What a phenomenal 24 hours for them. Thank y'all for being here. Hey, when you catch this on the playback, drop your comments. I will respond. Please share, like, and subscribe. Anything else, El, before we get out of here?
Now
Praising
I'm gonna let you go on. I know lunch break
these
is over,
beautiful ones.
but y'all make sure that y'all stay
I
locked
gotta
in,
go
because
work.
we have some juicy episodes coming up for Off the Court, our show together. Make sure that
Yes.
you continue to support Cut the Ish Real Talk Sports with Keisha, because she is one of the hardest working women in this space that I know, and it's just an honor and a privilege and a joy to be here with her crazy tale.
I am crazy, but I hope I bring y'all
But I
information.
love her. Thank you all for tuning in. Thanks so much, y'all.
All right, we out of here, y'all. Y'all have a good rest of your day.
Enjoy.